everyone and welcome back to my channel with me Aja, and today we're gonna kicking off with some core ideas about English morphology. Basically the study of what is word and their parts and also the way they transfer. We'll go from the basic one, what is a word and connected between the building blocks. Let's get started. Let's start with the questions, what is word? Words are essentially the building blocks of language that carrying meaning and structures. We can look at word as either types or tokens. So what is types and tokens means? So types are the unique versions of word that represents something. For example, tree. It represents any tree in general. Or another example, cats. Represent of a fluffy or cute animal. That's what we call it type. What is token means? Tokens are individual use of words. So every time tree appear in conversations in text, that's we call it a token. Another example sentence. There's a tree in my yard. So tree in there is acted as a token. We call it as a token because it's specific instance. But it's also represent a general type of plant that we call a tree. Next, we're gonna talk about how words can be meaning. So many words have a predictable meanings. It means that we know right away, we know directly that what is the meaning of the text or words or sentence. For example, a footprint. It's too straightforward because we know that it refers to mark left by a foot. But many other words have an unpredictable meaning. For such example, spill the beans or hit the books. Hit the books means you have to study hard, while spill the beans means that you have to say your secret, someone's secret. There are also lexical items, which are phrases acted as a single unit of meaning. For example, she hit the books all weekend. It means that she is study very hard or study very intensively, not actually meaning that she is got a hit by a pile of books. Alright, let's break down words into their parts, roots, base, and also affix. I'll give you one example, a simple word, unforgettable. So where is the root, where is the base, or where is the affix? Let me explain it to you. So unforgettable, the forgot one is root, forgettable is base, and unforgettable, the un is affix. Let's go with the definitions first of root, base, and also affix. So root is the main core of words that carry meaning and it is also cannot be separate anymore, while base it containing roots and affix. But it's not possible if some words have the same roots or base. Next is affix. Affix is element that modify the roots or the base. Affix divided into two, prefix before the roots and suffix after the roots. I have the example here. He spoke unhappily about this situation. So unhappily in there is happy served as root or base, while unhappily served as prefix and suffix. And now we're gonna talk about morphemes. So morphemes is the tiniest unit of words. In morphemes, they are divided into two types. It's free morphemes, which is it can be standalone and it is independent words, and bound morpheme, it must be attached to something. The example of free morpheme is cat, it refers to animal, and bound morpheme is like walked, it refers to past tense, verb to of walk. In bound morpheme, they are divided into two types more. It is inflectional morpheme and also derivational morphemes. So in inflectional morphemes, there are modify of words without changing core meaning. It's just changing like tenses, case, and so on. The example, it's look becomes look in past tense and cat becomes cats in plural ways without changing the core meanings. Looks just still looks and cat's still a cat animal. And there is derivational morphemes. It is creating a new word and changing the core meaning. For the example, happiness, from adjective to a noun. Finally, we go to inflections for pronouns, adjective, verb, and determiner. Inflections for pronouns is like changing I into me based on their role. For example, I went to the shop. I in there served as a subject. Versus, she gave me a book. Me in there served as an object. And next is determiners. Determiners can also inflect. The example, this become this in plural. For the example sentence, this book is very interesting versus these books are very interesting. So we have to shift this for this to agree with the plural of books in there. Now is verb. Verb is shift forms based on aspect and tenses. For the example, sing becomes sung in the past tense and becomes singings in the progressive tenses. For example sentence, she sang beautifully versus she sung beautifully. And last is adjective. Adjective can inflect into comparisons. For example, bright become brighter to comparative and brightest to superlative. For example, the light is brighter than the last one. Here's brighter is comparing the two items and it's showing that there is increasing in brightness. And that's our introductions to English morphology. We already talked a lot about what is word, how a word can be built by roots, types, tokens, and also base, affix, and so on. I hope you're finding this video with the good preparations, with the good understanding, and see you on the next video. Bye bye. I'm Anesha saying goodbye.